I'm literally inside a giant Iranian missile, intercontinental ballistic missile that was made to kill us. Whew. People do ask me, what keeps me going, what lifts my spirits 437 days into this war with gunfire around and everything. And I just see, just look what's happening. We're living in a time where there's a global shift, and we're in our part of history, and we are part of God's plan. It's what I believe. And, you see the tens of thousands of terrorists and enemies of Israel surrendering in Gaza, and some of them were terrorists from October 7th. And you see how many missiles could have blown us up, how a coordinated attack on all fronts would have just destroyed Israel probably. And you see how that didn't happen, and how we're still alive, and how, my family, I look at how they're really just supporting and praying for me and for all the soldiers, the letters, the beef jerky, the thermal drones, I just see how the strong our country is once again, how we're united. Hope we stay that way, and not divided. And every single soldier that serves with me, he's a example to his kids. He's someone who's standing in the gap to keep his family and his land safe. He's a brave soul. These things are amazing, and it's just like the heroes of the Bible. I see the continuum of the people, the land of the Bible continuing today, and here I am in the middle of it all. I'd say it does make me stop and think and thank God, and thank God I'm alive. Thank God for friends like you guys who support and stand with us and who care for the Judeo-Christian values and freedoms we all enjoy. It's a privilege. Is it hard? Yes. Is it draining? Is it taxing? Yes. But is it a privilege? Yes. It's a privilege to serve. We're closer than ever before to reaching a release of these hostages that I pray and I always envision and dream that I'll be able to be helping to free them, and that's what I'm doing. A senior, a senior Hamas official, and as long as our Minister of Defense, Israel Katz, he said we're really close to reaching a prisoner exchange deal and a ceasefire. It means that they get some of their murderous terrorists will be released, and we'll get some of the hostages, our brothers, our sisters, out of those tunnels of darkness and terror. And Netanyahu is saying that, I have some people on the inside who I really know who are meeting with top officials, and I'm not going to say any names, but I see that there's a real chance here to see really a coming to a conclusion of the war, and it also that has to do with Hezbollah in Lebanon as well, and with what's going on in Syria, and with the Houthis and Islamic Jihad and all that. But so Israel Katz, he said, we're closer than we've ever been before to reaching a deal, to reaching a way to release them, those hostages. And Hamas, the other terrorist groups in Gaza, are also changing a little bit. They're being a little bit more flexible, a little more less extreme on their extremist demands, that they've been saying. That's what an official told the Asharq News. And they said they're not going to back down on the fact that Israel has to leave Gaza eventually, and that's what they're saying. We all have to say, how do we do this right? We got to keep control of the Philadelphia corridor and then Netzarim corridor. We have to make sure there's no rearming. We have to make sure, there's things you have to actually think about. We've sacrificed so much to ensure this doesn't happen again. But we also know there's got to be some way, something to do. And I want to hear in the comments, please, can you talk to me in the comments both about Gaza and Lebanon and the Houthis that have attacked so much and what's going on in Syria? Just tell me what you think. You can't have peace at any cost. You got to be wise. What can we do? I'd like to hear from you, please. And we're standing really, as I said, at a place where we must stand resolute. But we have to also make sure that this won't happen again. We have to make sure our very existence isn't threatened again, and my own children won't have to serve in Gaza or Lebanon or Syria in the near future or ever. So that's why I say Israel's strong. Israel must be strong, and I believe as time will come now where President Trump is in, and we will be able to see a cessation of some of the diabolical anarchist terror that we've seen.
Thank you, Chaim. And guys, if you can contribute to Chaim's non-profit organization to help Jewish new immigrants establish roots in the land of Israel, please go to www.aliyahreturncenter.com and make your contribution. God bless you, and God bless Israel.